I cut the check, I cut the check, I cut the check. Tell my niggas we up next, so we up next. She shot a text, she shot a text, she shot a text. Kill the I might put the different day, put a nigga on that same shit. I've been ballin' with my niggas, Kevin Cambridge. Oh, you drippy, but you better tuck your chain quick.
What's good, y'all, man? We back here. We back again. Before I get into the video, I just want to say like and subscribe, share with your friends, do all that good stuff. But other than that, man, we right back into the grading teams off seasons. And today we're talking about a real polarizing team in the Golden State Warriors. I think the Warriors had a really underrated offseason. Really underrated offseason. And I understand why I went on under the radar. Because they didn't do the things that a lot of NBA fans wanted. They didn't trade the picks. They didn't go out there and get a big fish. Clay's not coming back to December. So I understand why people don't really talk about it a lot. But I think they had a really good offseason. So to get into it, I want to first talk about what they did last year. I feel like last year was a really fun, exciting year for the Warriors, especially after the year they had before when they went like 15 and 60-something. Actually, I don't even think they played that much games. Like 15 and 50 something. Because the season got cut off. My fault. I just ate. My chest feel weird. But yeah. They had a really good season last year, even though they didn't make the playoffs. If the play-in wasn't there last year, they would have made the AFC. And me and a lot of other people would have picked them to beat the Jazz. I think the way that Steph Curry was playing and the way that the other players on the team were playing with confidence, like Andrew Wiggins, Jordan Poole, I just feel like that would have been too much for the Jazz to handle. And you seen how the Clippers exposed the Jazz. They wouldn't have been able to fuck with Steph Curry. They wouldn't. But to talk about Steph Curry, man, I feel like Steph Curry was the best player in the league last year. I just feel like the way that he dominated was something that I really never seen before. I know it happened a couple years ago with Harden, but I can be honest and say I wasn't as huge of an NBA fan I was back then that I am now. I know that was like 2-3 years ago, but like right now, man, like I want to make this my career. I want to be an analyst, and I gotta watch games every night, even if it's the fucking the Detroit Pistons playing the Thunder. Like I gotta watch those. That's just what analysts do, bro. Well, analysts that actually watch basketball, not the little Stephen A. Smiths and the Max Kellermans. Like analysts that actually watch basketball. I want to do that. So, I wasn't watching basketball back then like that. If you wasn't on TV, I wasn't watching you. So, that's why I'm saying this is the first time I've seen a run like Steph Curry had this year in a long time. Like, in April, bro, he arguably had one of the best months of all time. I think he was averaging close to 40 that month, just dominating, and the team was winning. That was, like, down the stretch where they needed to win so they can make that play in. So, the way that Steph Curry was hooping this season, it was otherworldly. I don't even got his stats, but I know he was league leading in scoring. I think he averaged 33. Because Bradley Beal averaged like 33 point something. I don't know. Steph averaged, come on, wife, 32 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Probably shooting like 50 from the 3, 50 from the field. So now he shot 48 from the field, 42 from the 3. Shooting what, 9 threes a game? 12 threes a game, hitting 5 a game. That's crazy. He even had that 60-point game against the Portland Trailblazers. The way that Steph Curry was hooping, man, he debunked all the rumors that saying he needs a great team around him for him to win, and that he's as good as his teammates because his teammates were shit starting off the year. Like you had Kelly Oubre shooting 7% from 3. Andrew Wiggins, he wasn't really used to the system yet, especially playing with Steph Curry instead of playing without him like he did the other year. And they started off really bad. But then Steph Curry just kicked it in the overdrive and basically carried this team, bro. He carried the hell out of this team. And it sucks, man. I really wanted to see them get to the playoffs because I wanted to see Steph Curry do something, bro. I really wanted him to see him do something. But it's okay. It's okay. Other things that happened last year for the Warriors, I think Draymond Green had a resurrection type year. He also had a bad, 2019, 2020 year. The whole Warriors organization did, and it was a hard year. That was the only year they rebuilt it in like the past 6-7 years, and it was a hard year for everybody. Draymond barely played that season too. I think that's the thing that people forget. Draymond was out for a little bit over half of that year, but he came back, had a really good year. You look at the stats; it don't look as great, but it's really good for a player like him because you just don't know his impact is way beyond the stat sheet. He averaged 7 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists, and he was top 3 in Defensive Player of the Year rankings and one of the best playmakers in the league, man. And he's a huge reason why Steph Curry was able to do the stuff that he did because he's used to playing with Steph Curry. And if they didn't have Draymond, boy, what? Draymond he even played center for a quarter of the year because Kevin Looney went out, James Wiseman was out for the rest of the year, and Draymond Green had to play center because that was their only big man. But yeah, I feel like Draymond had a really good year, man. I was happy to see him almost win Defensive Player of the Year because I feel like that's the thing that people don't really talk about a lot. I think Draymond Green is one of the best defenders of all time. If you ask me, that dude's not nothing to play with, bro. Not nothing to play with, and one of the best leaders that I've seen when I'm watching basketball. He's one of the best leaders that I've seen. So I was happy to see him out that year. The one thing that stuck out to me that I was really excited to see. Jordan Poole, bro. Jordan Poole, I didn't see this coming into next year. I was watching one dude. He like a Warriors guy on YouTube. I don't know his name. It's like Alchemist Academy, something like that. Little light skinned dude with glasses. He was like, we're gonna see Jordan Poole be more effective on ball. And I didn't know that. I thought Jordan Poole was like a little off ball player that could shoot. I wasn't really that tied into him. I didn't really watch him like that. I remember him from Michigan when he hit that game when they shot. Other than that, man, I wasn't like the biggest Jordan Poole fan. But like, bro, this year he turned me into a fan. Jordan Poole is cold. He's basically Jordan Clarkson. They have the most confidence in the world and they're going to shoot their shots. And the thing that separates him from Jordan Clarkson is Jordan Poole can actually play make. He's a really good playmaker. Yes, he only averaged 2 assists this year. But I feel like Jordan Poole is a really decent playmaker for them off the bench. I think he's going to have a huge year next year. Not no most improved type player, but I feel like he can fuck around and win 6th Man of the Year. I think he can come out and average 18, 16 next year. He averaged 12 this year. That's 4 more. I definitely think he can do that because he's cold, bro. He had a damn near 40-point game this year. He had 9 20-point games. Multiple 5+ assist games. I think he's going to have a really big year for them next year. Their bench is exciting. I'm going to get into it later, but like you got Jordan Poole, Kuminga, Moody, Andrew. I mean, I'm about to say Andrew Galloway. I don't even know who that is. Andre Iguodala. Who else I'm forgetting? Kevin Looney, Juan Toscano Anderson, Michael Mortar, Damian Lee. They got a nice little fun shooting bench, bro. Exciting, fast bench that it's going to be hard to stop. Another thing that stuck out to me for them last year, you can see that the impact that Draymond had on Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins had a really good year shooting-wise. I think he shot like 38% from the 3, but his defense stood out. He actually turned into a 3-and-D defender. And it was really fun and exciting to watch. Like, you seen him in that playing game against the Lakers. He was guarding LeBron. He had really good defensive plays on LeBron. And that's something that you wouldn't see from Wiggins a couple years ago, even the year before that. But playing with Draymond, him being on your head all the time, it made him into a really good defender. And I'm happy for that because that's something that he's going to need to stay on this team. And I want to see Wiggins win, bro. I really want to see him win. And I feel like this is the perfect team for him. Like, that's the one thing I was scared of when he was talking about trading their picks. I was like, yeah, they're going to trade Wiggins because they really have to. If they want to go out and get a star, Wiggins is the only contract to match up to go get that star. But I feel like, bro, Wiggins is a perfect fit for this team, bro. He does really need the ball to be effective, but when he gets the ball, he's most of the time really effective with the ball, and he's a really good defender now. So, shout out to Wiggins for putting in that work. Shout out to Draymond Green for being a A1 leader. But let's go into what we're going to see next year, bro. We can all agree that James Wiseman didn't really have a really good rookie season. It was decent. Some injuries held him back. Steve Kerr, I want to say Steve Kerr held him back. I think Steve Kerr was just being realistic with him. He said, basically, you're just not ready to start on his team. And he came off the bench for most of the year, which he should have, bro. Then he only played 2 games in college. And then comes in and plays starting center for one of the most hardest offenses. Whoa, that didn't make no sense. He came in and played. He was the starting center for a team that has one of the most hardest offenses to learn. So I was not. I don't want to say I was pleased, but I agree with Steve Kerr putting him on the bench because I feel like that's just a lot. That's a lot of shit to learn when you basically didn't even play basketball the year before. But What do y'all think we're going to see from him this year? I don't know. I think he's going to be a really good defender this year. But this is why I didn't want him to come go on this team, because I don't think he's going to be able to tap into that unicorn-esque type player that everybody labels him as. Because this is a team that's ready to win. They don't got time for you to hit post-up shots. They don't got time for you to be hitting face-up shots. That's not what you're going to do on this team. We need you to catch lobs, be a paint beast. I mean, not a paint beast. Be a shot blocker, and space the floor sometimes. We don't need you to do all that ISO stuff that you would like to do, because that's a player that you are. You actually a really nice player. But this is just the wrong team for that, bro. That's why I wish he would have landed to a team like Charlotte, because that just would have been fun. LaMelo would have been a perfect player for this team, bro. He would have been a perfect player for this team. I really think they fucked up with that one. But, hey, you live and you learn, bro. You live and you learn. But I really think he's going to have a decent season next year. The thing we got to talk about is Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson being out the past, 2 years? That's really crazy now that you think about it. Came off one of the best games that I've seen from Klay Thompson in Game 6 of the Finals. Then tore his ACL, and then the year after that tearing his Achilles, one of them. I think he tore both of them. I don't know if I got them mixed up, but yeah, that's crazy, bro. You see these highlights of him shooting the ball now, though, so that's really encouraging. But I don't know, bro. I don't know what a lot of people are expecting from him this year. I think he's still going to be able to shoot, still going to be able to run around. But as far as being the defender that he was, that's a part that the Warriors really keyed in on. They really needed that, because Steph is a player that you would like to hide on defense. And Klay Thompson is just the perfect guard to put next to him, because Klay Thompson will go out there and guard the other team's best guard. And the whole time they was playing the Cavs for those 3 finals, Klay Thompson was guarding Kyrie the whole time. That's just how it is, bro. And I don't know if he's going to be able to do that coming off of 2 major injuries. I hope so, because I want him to come back and be even better than he was. But I don't know, bro. That scares me. But I can't wait for him to come back, bro. Watching the Splash Brothers is one of the most greatest things to watch in basketball. And I feel like the Warriors basketball is kind of back as soon as he comes back. They're back, bro. They're back. But also to talk about the rookies, I think they did a really, really good job drafting. I think they did a really good job. Kuminga is going to learn from Iguodala. I don't know if I said that yet, but they did re-sign Iguodala. Kuminga is going to learn from Iguodala, and that's going to be a great thing, not only for the team, but for him. Because he is a player that can be inefficient a lot of times. And I think for this team, he needs to come in there and play that Andre Iguodala role. He needs to be in the corner to either shoot that shot or to cut and catch the alley-oop. And you know what alley-oop I'm talking about? The play that they always run when they used to have Andre Iguodala that nobody can stop. They even did it for Andrew Wiggins and it worked. Steph Curry is at the top of the key. He's automatically going to draw a double team off the pick and roll. So Draymond Green come in for the pick and roll. Steph Curry will throw the ball to Draymond Green, Andre Iguodala or Andrew Wiggins. They'll come in from the corner, cut the baseline, alley-oop. It works every single time. I think that's the role that Kuminga is going to be playing, especially coming off that bench. So I can't wait to see him for this team. And I can't wait. I'm happy for him because he's going to learn how to play winning basketball in the NBA. And that's something that he's going to need to learn, because he's a player that can be out of control a lot of times. But when he's on. And it's fun to watch. And I think he's going to learn a lot from Draymond, bro. He's going to come and being a gritty defender off the rip. And it's going to help them a lot. And for Moses Moody, he's going to help them off the rip again. Because I feel like his shooting is just going to be too impactful for this team. He's automatically coming in being a really good shooter and then a really pesky defender. He might even start some games. You don't know, because they don't really have a starting 2 right now. I don't know what they're starting. Their starting 2 for some time in the year last year was fucking Kent Bazemore. So Moses Moody works his ass off. He might start. I want Jordan Poole to come off the bench because I just feel like that's just perfect for him. But they might start him. I hope not. But Moses Moody just fits so perfectly. Even for that starting lineup, bro, to stay in the corner. Shoot this shot. Play defense. And I'm expecting a huge year from him off the rip. Even though it's his rookie year. And it's not going to be stat-wise. Like, his impact is going to be huge for this Warriors team. And I'm excited to watch this team in general, bro. You even got the guys that I don't really want to talk about that much. Juan Toscano Anderson, little Draymond. You got him. Like I said earlier, Michael Mortar, Damian Lee, you got shooters. Kevon Looney. I guess he just knows the Warriors. He knows the system. I don't know what good to say about Kevon Looney. A good pick and roll. I don't know. You just got Kevon Looney. I'm excited for this team, bro. I'm really excited for this team. I'm hoping they can make the playoffs. I'm hoping they make like top 5 seed. I can't wait. This is Warriors basketball, bro. I think this year they might be able to be contenders. If Steph Curry's on some shit like he was last year, they're contenders because they're automatically a way better team than they had last year. Adding Kuminga and Moody to this team is just something that's just out of this world. And you already hear them talking to Paul Millsap, so Paul Millsap might be coming to this team. That's even huge. That's huge, bro. That's real huge. But other than that, man, this is a hard video to film, bro. I'm sick. My dog is annoying me because it's thundering outside, bro. But hey, I'm going to get it out. But other than that, man, thank you for watching this video. Like and subscribe. I will talk to you guys later.